What up, though, y'all? Appreciate you connecting with me while I do my 20,000 step challenge. Final day. It is Saturday, and I am ready to be done with this. We need to talk about advice and vetting who you should or shouldn't take advice from. Let's get into this for real. I personally don't believe that you should take any sort of advice or counsel from people who are not getting the results that you seek. And this really should be common sense. Well, we know common sense in 2024 isn't quite as common as it should be. So this is why we're discussing this. Someone that's not getting the results you seek, they really aren't qualified to tell you anything. You ever had someone that's always broke try to tell you how you should or shouldn't spend your money, or should or shouldn't invest? Yeah, that's the sort of stuff I'm talking about. If you're flat broke, you're always broke. All right, you always down bad. You get your paycheck. I mean, it's in your account. That direct deposit hit, it's in your account 30 minutes before it's gone again, because you had to pay bills and everything with it. And anytime you do have a few extra dollars from working overtime, you go find something stupid to spend money on. Now, why would a person like that think they are eligible to give somebody any sort of financial counsel? They shouldn't, but people do this. It's very strange. And I've had this happen to me as well, because I'm gonna give you guys examples. I've had to kind of check people and let them know, like, listen, I'm not looking for any life coaching from you. You know, I'm ahead of you in this whole thing we call life. So I'm not really looking for your approval on how I'm moving. You know, I don't be rude, but I do be firm. I let them know I'm not looking for any counsel. And if I were, I would not be taking it from them. And for these reasons, you know, it burns a little bit, but I just look at it like this. You should have had enough self-awareness to realize that you should have kept your mouth shut. Like, don't feel bad because I brought up these things that you already knew, and they should have, you know, kept you in line to not come to me with no nonsense. You know, I shouldn't have to check you. You should check yourself. If you know your checking account is monthly got a negative balance, like, don't say anything to me about how to spend money, man. Like, you should look at that negative balance that you regularly have and be like, yeah, I should just keep my mouth shut. You know, another example, in terms of diet and exercise, I can't tell you how many times I've had somebody that looks like they've never stepped into a gym, like, in their lives. The last time they was in the same room with some weights was weight training in high school. And they want to try to give me expert advice on how to get in better shape, or how not to burn myself out, or, you know, I shouldn't work out every day, or 6 days a week. And it's just really odd to me, because how would you know? What do you know? You're telling me I'm going to the gym 6 days a week. That's too much. How would you know? What are you referencing this from? Is this what someone else told you? You know, when it comes to diet and fitness, it's largely unique to you, you know, because what your shortcomings are may not be what mine are, you know, and what my shortcomings are, they may not be what yours are. It's largely dependent on the individual. You know, what's overtraining, because I hear that a lot. Overtrain. I really don't know what overtraining is, man. I go into the gym, I train, I train to failure. I go in there the next day again and do it over again. I don't really understand what this overtraining is. And I'm not saying that I'm superhuman or anything like that, but this is obviously something that does not affect me. So I really don't know what overtraining is. What maybe overtraining to you is nothing for me, or if I did have an idea what overtraining was, what my idea of overtraining would be, that could possibly be a warm up for you. So what do I know? Oh, no problem, brothers. We got folks out here at the bike riding club. These are always fun. We got a few of these around. As I work, you can ask people for different advice for different things, but choose people based on the results they're getting. Don't ask somebody that is always broke about finance. Don't ask somebody that has no idea what it's like going to the gym regularly about diet and fitness. Yes, sir. Got more of the bike riding folks. Yeah, just don't ask them for it. You probably won't, though. You probably know better than to ask people like this for stuff, but you also must reject their volunteer advice. I think that's the worst part about it, is that these people, you don't even have to go to them asking them anything. They will volunteer their expert advice, and you don't need it. Why would I listen to you about what I should or should not eat? You don't look like you following your own advice. Take me, for example. I do carnivore and I do keto. I'm really hardcore with that. I don't eat a whole lot of carbs, mostly protein and dairy. So I get so many people, or I've had so many different people tell me I'm gonna get sick, or I'm gonna get this, or I'm gonna get that because of my food choices. Now, I take different supplements to give me different vitamins and minerals that I may not get from the muscle meats that I eat. I also eat liver as well. Liver and bone broth also make up for those things. So I'm good, all right? I'm good with this. But I think it's funny how if I were to be eating fast food every day, all day, no one would have anything to say to me. That stuff is clearly unhealthy and nobody would say anything to me. But me eating a mostly meat diet, now I have all these overweight, not a shape people telling me how I'm gonna have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, just all this nonsense that is like, bro, what are you talking about? Stop projecting, all right? And I oftentimes think that's what that's really from. People see you're doing something that they're not doing, and they try to give you advice that they know is counterproductive to what you're doing. It's like sabotage. They take this bad advice that they're full well of the fact is bad advice, and they try to package it as looking out for you so that you may be more accepting of it. So keep in mind that, man. Keep in mind that with finance, keep in mind that with health, keep in mind that with just any type of self-improvement, people are going to see that you're doing things to make yourself better, and it's going to give them some kind of inferiority complex about it, and they're going to give you really stupid, counterproductive advice that is not going to help you in your goals, and they're doing it on purpose. They're doing it because they see you're trying and they're not. They feel some kind of way about it, so they're going to tell you this goofy stuff that they know will halt your progress, but they're going to package as, oh, I care about you. I'm just trying to look out for you. You are not trying to look out for me by telling me that I should go to the gym less. You are not looking out for me by telling me that I shouldn't grind as hard as I can every single day to make life better for myself and the people around me. You are not doing me any favors by telling me that, it's okay for me to eat in a way that has gotten you overweight and need to make regular trips to the doctor and having to take different medicines. But me eating meat is somehow a bad thing. You're not looking out for me. You know it, I know it. You're not looking out for me. You're looking out for your ego. You want to halt my progress because you're not progressing at all. That's all that is. So understand that and identify it. Do not take advice, volunteer advice, from people that are not getting the results you seek. It's like when you got single women giving advice to women in relationships about relationships. You're single. If you can't keep a man or retain a man, you really shouldn't be volunteering your relationship advice to other women. Men don't typically do that. Men that are in a relationship and, haven't been in a relationship, they don't typically, solicit bad advice to their friends. That's largely a woman thing. And I honestly don't know why women fall for it, because every woman that I know says that women are jealous, women are envious, women are catty, women can't be trusted. Like, every woman that I know says this thing about women, but they still ultimately end up falling for the same okie doke that women do. I find that to be fascinating, honestly, because I'm like, how are you a woman and you know exactly how women move, and you cite that as a reason for why you don't trust women, but still end up falling for women okie doke? Fascinating. I'm gonna leave it there, y'all. I'm gonna get back to stepping. I don't know what my steps is at. I got another watch. I'm still trying to figure out how to use it. Apple Watch Ultra 2. I was trying to wait for the Ultra 3, but there was no Ultra 3. They revealed the Ultra 2 in black, and I considered getting that, and then I stopped because I'm just like, even though I really like the black, how is it gonna hold up over time? Because I'm out here doing everything. I run into stuff. I can only imagine that painted, black on the titanium will like scratch or peel or something. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Maybe next year when the Ultra 3 actually does come out and they have a black version of the Ultra 3, people who have the black Ultra 2, that through that year of use, they'll be able to show results of if that scratches or not. Maybe I'll upgrade then. I don't know. I don't upgrade watches very often though. Up to this point, I've had my Series 5 for the last 5 years. So I don't upgrade my watch too often. But appreciate y'all, man. I know this is getting a bit long in the tooth, so we're gonna wrap this up. Appreciate y'all. Thumbs up, subscribe, holla.